Hey, Eli here. Today I want to talk about the differences between the Mordax and the Malibu. This is the Blade HQ exclusive S45 VN, and this is the Carry Commission or Best M EDC, Warrenclyffe, and MagnaCut. And so I couldn't decide which one I wanted. I had previously owned this one in smooth scales and MagnaCut, and when I saw the honeycomb, I was like, wow, I should sell that. So I sold it on Blade Binge, and then once this popped up, I purchased this one, and I love the texture. Texture on this one is minimal, but it does give you a little bit of grip, but not completely like this one here. So main differences, this jimping is slightly different here. So we've got a little fine jimping and then more of a aggressive jimping. I feel like this one, the detent is just crazy, and this one's super smooth. This knife did come a little loose on the pivot. It had a little rattle on the blade, so I tightened it up. But here we can see this one, when you open it, super smooth, quiet, just very satisfying. The button is also very smooth, and there's no button stick on this one. Just very smooth, love it. This one here, you start to push it, and the next step is open. So really, really snappy. You can see that this one seems like it points a little more down as far as the flipper tab. So on the other side being opposing, pointing a little more up, and so giving that more of that like light switch. This has a mother of pearl button. This one just has a pearl button, which whatever, cool. The blades are just like completely opposite. It's like you flip this one and you got that just sharpened on the other side. Size, slightly different. This is probably pretty close to like a bug out, but feels bigger because of the girth of it, the handle and all that. So very similar to that. And then the reason I got S45 yen is because I was so impressed with this steel on this one. Very similar size on that one. But yeah, just so impressed with it. So wanted to try it out and see how it held up. These knives are extremely sharp. They showed up very sharp, and I'm sure they'll only get sharper if I want to play with them and sharpen them up, but we'll cut a little bit here. Yep, good to go. Happy with that. And this one here, well, a little hair sharper. One thing I did notice with this tip is there's like a little bit of a burr on one side, so when they were sharpening it, I mean, that'd be hard with a belt not to, but yeah, just a little bit of a burr on the tip on this side. So, but super piercy. It's like a good, super piercy. The back of this blade is pretty straightforward and just flat. It's not like a 90-degree completely, but it's pretty flat. I love stone washed, and this button has a little stick to it. So if you're wanting to close, it's just a little bit, well, a lot different than the Mordax. So not sure why that is. Also, there's some chamfering here, which gives you a really nice little grip. And I love these flipper tabs. You know, they might get a little bit away in the cutting edge, but they just give you that really positive, secure knowledge that you're not going to go past the blade. Excuse my thumb, it's covered in super glue. It's split open because of the weather here. It's been very cold. But yeah, very cool. Couldn't coffee shop open this one. Maybe you could, be hard. I guess you don't really need to, but yeah, super, super snappy. And this one here, blade is great. I did notice like the bevel is a little bit different, like right in here, where the belt sharpened it. So it'd be fun to get this on my sharpener and guided sharpener and see what it does. But I do also, one thing I love about these is being flippers, you don't have the thumb stud there, and so you've got all that cutting edge. You're not going to snag up on, really snag up on these, but it's never going to happen with this. So this knife just feels balanced. It feels, gosh, it just feels perfect. Like it looks amazing and just feels great. Also, yeah, this is number 2 of 80 for that Blade HQ exclusive. And let's get a couple weights on these. Pull my scale out. See what we got here. All right, we've got 3.1 ounces, 3.8, so not completely different. And then I'll just pull out this little tape here for you for fun. So just the handle, I like to know what my handle is. That's 4 inches there. And the blade, we're looking at cutting edge, just over 3, and overall length, all right, a little past 7.5. Then handle on Mordax coming all the way to 4.5, which I love a 4.5 inch handle. And the cutting edge maybe somewhere around 3 plus. And overall length, let's see here. Yeah, this is great. I love an 8-inch plus knife. So right about almost 8.5. Yeah, pretty cool. And the other thing I want to mention is these pocket clips are wonderful. Notice that they, it's so cool. This landing pad here you can see, so starting there all the way back, is gonna prevent these from tearing up your pants, and so you're gonna get a consistent like clip in and out of the pocket. Just so cool. It's like this texture stops right there. Just super thoughtful. Not ambi carry, but I'm right-handed, so it doesn't affect me. And then right there you can see that topo pattern stops right in there. Just really thinking it through. But yeah, these clips are awesome. I'll grab a pair of jeans here. They're very tight, but they do come in and out when you need them to. So yeah, dig it. Look at that. You got a lot of room up in here for the edge of your jeans to go all the way. And I love this. Like when you go to pull your knife out, you've got this texture here, and it's right there. Just feel it pull. That's great. All right, let's pull up the Malibu. And a little bit different, more of a polished titanium clip. Yeah, a little smoother, I guess because of the polish. That makes sense. And you're still getting a little bit of that texture right there. You can feel it. It's not crazy aggressive or anything, and it's almost unnoticeable. But it's there. You get a little bit extra. So cool. Don't know what else to say about these. One fun thing is the Blade XQ exclusive came with this little titanium. It's called the lightning bug, and I like it. It's a really interesting interface. You tap once, and then whatever. See, you tap once or twice. Yeah, you start out high and then low. So if you want to just turn it on, still learning the interface. Yeah, so you can tap, and then whatever you tapped on, you just press harder. And it's like a half press to pick the mode, and then full press to keep it on. But really cool little light. So that's a fun bonus. It was free, and they both obviously come in really nice boxes. Blade HQ exclusive. They give you a sticker, which is fun. And you can see the specs there. Pearl button, oh, number 2 of 80. They even put on the box. That's great. Then carry commission, same box. And it's going to tell you right here all the information. Malibu 4 exclusive edition, and they give you some fun stickers as well. So cool. Hopefully it's helpful. You know, there are so many variations of these knives. I mean, I really prefer this honeycomb pattern. I know they have the gridlock, which could be interesting to see what that feels like. I imagine it's somewhere in between these two as far as texture, but overall this knife here would be probably one of my favorites. Yeah, just such a sturdy blade. Very, very cool. Just feels so solid. Cool. Thanks for watching, and yeah, let me know in the comments if you have one of these, if you have both, and if this was helpful in you making a decision. Have a good one.